tonight here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
And this is going to be...
And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown.
But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Open space inside the 10. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
Eckler. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Eckler again.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Josh Palmer,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights.
and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A gain of 26 yards.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 20-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep doing it. We're doing pretty well.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Robbie Anderson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Eagles 14, Chargers 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We got three. Check 50. Check 50. Check three.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
2nd and 6.
Here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
From the 50, here's Herbert, eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 39, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They'll run with Sanders. Sanders shaking and baking. He'll get it to the 40. He broke a tackle there but couldn't get much further. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got to the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
Herbert on first down now. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
A final shot before the break for Herbert.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way. As a quarterback on his back, usually can't complete a pass.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back to throw now on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. Breaks through the contact. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Second and 4. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Tanner Muse there defensively.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Herbert.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 93 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the third. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
He'll look to throw.
Got some room at the 30. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw here.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete.
That's more. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4.
They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, It usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
On first down, it's Sanders, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Chargers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big one there for the Chargers.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Herbert off of play action. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, LA!
Austin Eckler
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now back to throw. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Sanders. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd and 4.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
22-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop it behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Now, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick. Whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it, because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
Herbert sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Jalen Guyton
with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Chargers on one play have taken the lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Out
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them,
and my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
The handoff, it's Eckler. Good footwork at the 30. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chargers, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4.